everyone, it's Crafty Music Lover here, and today we're going to be going through the month of May in my Good Habits Happy Planner. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So if you guys have seen my 21 things in 2021 plan with me, you know that I have been trying to check off things in my little bucket list to complete before the end of 2021, and I was actually able to complete one of these actually very recently. A couple days ago actually, I ended up getting a full-time job offer, so I am officially full-time, and it made me so excited that I was able to check that off, and I just wanted to share that with you guys so you could kind of see my progress as I go through it. I know a lot of you guys have seen my year-end photos spread where I do a little photo shoot each month and then put a picture in each little box here so you can see kind of my progress, and it's basically for me to just focus a little bit more on self-love and to see how I progress both physically and emotionally throughout the year. And as you can see, I have not filled that out yet. I will be doing that. I'll show you in the next months after the pin. I just haven't had a chance to print everything out yet, so I just wanted to let you guys know I haven't forgotten about this. As you guys know, I do have a word of the month. I haven't really talked about it in the last few months, Plan With Me videos, or just in general, I haven't really talked about it, but this month's word was vision, and I do think that I had a pretty good concept, and I was able to carry that word of the month throughout the entire month of May, and I'm very happy with the way everything turned out and just how things have been happening. So in last month's After the Pin, I showed you guys this spread, but I did tell you that a couple of the items on here hadn't been finished, and basically the last half of the week wasn't complete because it was, you know, May, and it wasn't time for me to complete it yet. But I wanted to quickly show you guys that spread, and this is just the second half of the spread that didn't really have too much going on here. So this is just the rest of it, and I don't really have much to say about that, but this is just what it looks like. So moving on to the actual month of May, the first thing we're going to start with is the May dashboard, and this is what it looks like. I do have a Plan With Me video where I did the dashboard and the calendar, which you will see in just a second, but here is what it looks like. So for the dashboard, I really wanted to make my goals very simple and very easy to follow. So for this month, I wanted to try to not impulse buy because I was already on a no spend for fast food and just in general. So I decided that that would be my goal for the month, was to not impulse buy anything. So I wrote everything down, and then for my goals, I wanted, as I said before, to keep them as simple and as easy to stick to as possible. So that is why I just wanted to be very simple, very laid back for this month's goal setting and currently dashboard. Moving on to the calendar, and you see that there is a lot going on here, but here I just kind of kept it the exact same that you saw in the Plan With Me. I added all of the words and all that stuff, but honestly not too much to say about my calendar. I did stick with all of the videos that I filmed this month, so as you can see, all of them are highlighted and there's not too much switching around, but other than that, there's not really that much to talk about. Alrighty, so now we're going to go into the first week of May, which is the week of May the 4th. So I do have a Plan With Me video on my channel already if you guys want to see what it looked like before I added pen to the page. But here it's just a giant jumble and a giant mess. And I like it. I like the chaos of it, but I also wish it wasn't as chaotic. So this week was actually really hot, and so as you can see here, I have some hydration stickers and a lot of stamping going on because I wanted to remember the heat in some way, shape, or form on my planner spread. So that is why I did that. And as you can see down here, I do have a little daily chore sticker. I actually didn't do this at all that week, so we're just going to ignore that and move on. If you guys want to see what my spread looks like before the pin, I do have a Plan With Me video on this already on my channel. The next week, I decided to base completely off of Mother's Day because the previous week you could see that the 9th was Mother's Day and it fell in that fourth kind of theme, so I just decided to do the entire next spread as Mother's Day. I used a kit for this, and I do have a plan with me video on this spread if you guys want to see it. As you can tell, this is definitely not part of the spread. This is an extra piece of paper that I put in here for some extra areas for me to just write down a bulk to-do list items. So these are daily sheets that I just have. Like last week, it was quite the weather was weird, so I did want to do some stamping here. And then I decided for my sidebar I would do something a little different and add a little area where I could remember the biggest thing that happened in each week. For this specific week, something really changed at my current job. Most of you guys know I work for Disney, and at Disney we had a policy update for the masks. Before this update, you had to have a mask on at all times. And because of the CDC updates and just different, things changing in the world, we raised our policy to have no masks outdoors and in public areas. So yeah, it was an interesting time to have that. So, and then this is the second half of the week without that daily sheet in it. So, like I said, this is just a little insert that I put in the planner because I really needed to focus on self-care after that announcement because I was very stressed. So, I inserted this here just to help me keep track of everything. This next week was actually pretty fun. I was very excited to use the Stronger Together sticker pack to plan out my week with, and this is a little different than I normally do my planner spread, so I usually don't cover up such a big amount of space with a sticker, but I thought it would be okay for this week because most of the week I was working. I was actually able to work an entire 5 days, which is very rare for a part-time person, but I had a lot of fun doing this, and as you can see, I do have a dedicated space for each of my work days, just for a little bit of memory planning to write down something that happened. There wasn't anything super important that happened this week, but yeah, it was a pretty chill week, honestly. So then we move on to the final week of the month, which is actually the current week that I'm in. I'm actually filming this on Saturday, which is why everything looks a little bit half filled, if that makes any sense. But this week was really fun. It was very chaotic for work, but I did get some really great news that I did share with you at the beginning of the video, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you about it anyway. On the 26th, I received a job offer for a full-time position at my work, so I am very excited, and I did accept it, and I'm so excited that I'm going to be able to be a full-time again, and it makes me very, very happy. On the 28th was my current work location's birthday. It was 7 years since it opened, so that was really exciting. We didn't really do anything to celebrate it, but it was quite a chaotic day at my job for that birthday. It was interesting. This spread was actually really fun to do. I used a Chrissy Ann Designs kit for it, and it actually is this one right here, which is I don't know what it's called, but it has several different pages of just different kits, and they are like, I don't know what you call this kind of material, but it's like, it's very hard to write on with pen or pencil, but it's a very different material. It's like glossy. I don't know, but I did really enjoy using that kit for this week, and it was very fun to do. So that is it for the month of May. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and maybe you had fun going through the month of May with me and finding out some of the interesting / chaotic fun things that happened throughout the entire month with me. And I just really enjoy doing the after the pen spreads, so you can see kind of what the before and after of each spread looks like, especially if I do a plan with me on them. Usually the end result is a lot different than what it looks like after I have planned with you guys. So I do hope you guys enjoyed seeing how things change and enjoyed going through the month of May with me. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel so you don't miss more content just like this. As I mentioned before, I do have a couple of Plan With Me videos that I did for the month of May, and I do have an entire playlist for those linked on the screen and in the description box below. So if you guys are interested in seeing what my spreads look like before I add pen to them, definitely go ahead and check out that playlist. So that's all for now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, craft on. Bye guys!